Hi guys, it's John Mansell, exboozehound. Hope you're well. I've tried to. Last vlog I did was the C word vlog, and I seem to have managed to find a way to get through Christmas, but I've still been beaten again this year by what I call the bit in the middle. I've tried to do a number of vlogs since I did the C word vlog, and they've all just been crap. I just can't say anything that's positive, and I just sound like I'm asking people to go and get the violins out for me. And you know, if you know me, you know that's not what I'm about. So I thought I'd try and start what's going to be a negative vlog off with some relatively positive words. So there's a phrase I've used many times over the years. It doesn't matter how bad things get, you will come out the other side. And there's a thing that I've used many times that I've found on the interweb. Every time we've been in very difficult places, we've always won. That's 100% success rate. So deep down, I know I'll come out the other side. But on the surface, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like I've got no fight and no energy. And we all know why that is. That's depression. Long story short, 2023 was a crap year due to a back issue. 2024, so the back issue meant I couldn't exercise. 2024, eventually around about March, when I got some MRI results on my back, meant I started exercising again, and I got myself to start swimming, which I hated. And then in June, I suppose this is quite amusing. I fell off a rockery and sprained my ankle. Now, I don't know whether it was at the same time but it may well be that during that fall I damaged my back again, or it may well be that because I couldn't move around at all with the sprained ankle on like a walking stick, I bought some crutches, and within a short period I was having a lot of pain in my back. My mum and dad persuaded me to have some private physio, which worked in one way, in that it straightened me out. Now, as soon as I saw the physio, he said if I was kinked the other way, it would be a really easy job, but because I was kinked and bent the way I was, it would be a hard job. And over the 9 sessions I think it had, which if you just add up 50 quid a session or 52 quid a session, you can work out how much that cost. There was definite improvement, but towards the end of the 9 sessions, the pain just got worse. Anyway, so long story short, I've had another MRI. I've got the results of that MRI, and I'm seeing a back specialist on the 14th of January. But here I am, at the start of 2025, and I'm not in a good place. I've got no motivation. I'm depressed. Something I thought about the other day, I don't know whether I've ever said this before. This thing inside here, your noggin. When you're in our world, it's almost as if it's something that's parked next to you, that doesn't belong to you. And I don't have ownership of it. I don't have management of it. It just does what it wants, when it wants. And it just seems like somebody else owns it. And I've been here, I've been in much, much worse places than this. Much, much worse places. But it's weird how you forget just how horrendous depression is. How it drains you of any motivation, any self-worth. I mean, you can see, I don't know whether you can see, but I'm having difficulty. There's a robin. It's meant to be a good sign. I feel I'm having difficulty even looking. I can't look at myself in the eye on the video. And when I've tried to do other vlogs over the last week or so, I've done them wearing my sunglasses because I don't like what I see in my eyes. But although it's soul destroying, it's back to basics. Little wins. And they're pathetic. The little wins are pathetic. So the little wins I had yesterday were I packed away my Christmas stuff. Yeah, I do have Christmas stuff. I tidied up a little bit in what I call my lounge. It's still a horrendous mess. I had a shower and a shave. Now that might sound ridiculous, but quite often when you get into a depression, showers and shaves sounds horrible, but they become few and far between. I wish I hadn't said that, but I think it might be worth me saying it, because there might be someone watching who thinks they're on their own with that. It's a well-known issue with depression, because you don't have any motivation, you have no self-worth. So what's the point in looking after yourself? And today's little win so far is I've got out of the house, I've been and ordered more pain medication. I'm going to pop into Halesville shortly, and I might try and get a haircut. Now these are little pathetic things, but they're little wins, and that's all you can do to kind of try and keep yourself moving forward bit by bit. I know that I'm better than I was 3 or 4 days ago, because 3 or 4 days ago I couldn't leave the house. 3 or 4 days ago I couldn't have done this. But I know later on today, at some point, I will hit another low. This evening I will hit another low. One of the things that I find myself terrified of, living in this world where I'm unable to work. I'm terrified about my future, how I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna live, what I'm gonna do. Everything, it's just there, it's just constantly nagging at me. It's the demons are there badgering me, badgering me, badgering me over and over again. But, as I say, all we can do is go one step, 1 hour, one little win at a time. You might feel as if you've got nothing to look forward to. You might, like me, be terrified about your future. You might feel like you don't own what's inside your head. You don't have any management over how your life goes. You forget how horrendous depression feels, and you feel on your own. Now I'm struggling to reach out for help at the moment, and that's because the last time I did reach out to help for help from the NHS, they made it worse. I don't feel as if I'm able to ask them for help at the moment, but I know eventually I'm going to have to. Now, I think all in all, this is a pretty crappy vlog. But if you do find yourself in a bad place, like I am at the moment, just remember, every time you've been here before, every time you've been in worse places than you are now before, eventually you manage to get out the other side. And I know deep down, there's somebody driving round and around the car park. It's driving me insane. So that's another thing. I'm very angry at the moment. I shouted at a bowler washing up this morning. Oh, this is crap, but I'm going to post it anyway. There might be something in it that someone finds useful. I'm going to stop there. Apologies if it is utter rubbish. Enjoy the good and ride out the bad. And keep fighting. Never give up. And I'll catch you all soon. Look after yourself. Bye-bye.